Hello all PSIR UPSC mains aspirant. Today our topic of discussion is very important. Why? Because before Prime Minister Modi ji, Honorable, goes to Indonesia, we are going well before him. And we are trying to find out that how this particular strategic ties with regard to the India and Indonesia will be evolving. We'll also talk about something which is very interesting. Why? Because BrahMos, we are talking also about BrahMos. It is becoming one of the anchor, which is becoming one of the anchor diplomacy with regard to what Southeast Asian nations. We are going to talk about good and bad and do a complete analysis. Along with that, I'll give you a conclusion. With the help of it, you can easily write your mains examination. This is also important because we are talking about East Asia policy. This is West Asia policy. This is the global South. This is the global side. Very, very, very important for an examination point of view. Okay, let us go ahead and see what is there with us. Prime Minister Modi ji's visit to and BrahMos missile deal. A very good analysis by me. I am your educator Sayyid Shujatullah, Telangana से. ठीक है. चलिए, overview of the visit. India and Indonesia share a 3-day high-level engagement from 6 July, that is from today to the next 2 days, marking PM Modi's first bilateral visit in 8 years and his 4th overall visit to Indonesia. This visit follows after this visit for a strategic trajectory will be elevated under the India's East Asia policy with subsequent stops in Australia and New Zealand also. Prime Minister Modi is planning to go. Okay, in order to make sure that, so the region here, you can see that this is India, the beautiful Bharat that we are having here, and this is the Indonesia that we are going to do. We're going. Okay, this is the place we are going, and you know that we are going here, then we are going to Australia, then we'll go to New Zealand also. So we are making sure that the Pacific Ocean here is also accessible. Freedom of movement should be there. There should not be hegemony of Russia or hegemony of China or the USA whatsoever, because these are what? Free waters. Every ocean have the free waters. I don't have to tell you, but there are countries which seems to be what muzzling on the basis of what military and technological strength. So we are one of such country which deter actually all of these hegemonical tactics and try to be very firm and stable with regard to our sovereignty and abiding to our constitution. Indonesia is a very pivotal Asian player to India and a key partner in India's maritime and strategic calculus. Well, we calculate the strategic advantage of our own country. So we feel that Indonesia is one of such very good player that can help us in future with regard to any geopolitical aspects. Strengthening these ties signals that India's commitment to regional stability is very high. Multilateral cooperation that India always forges in the name of what non-alignment movement and not actually being a part of any of the pole, and rule-based Indo-Pacific order. There should not be hegemony of any country on the basis of what muzzling the technical and technical and military power. They have to be some rules on which the Indo-Pacific, the complete area, need to be governed. And that rule have to be with equity and equality among the nations. No super veto for any other country. So that is what we always promote. This is the gist and introduction of our lecture. Let us go deep dive into the analysis of it. BrahMos missile is going to be one of the key deal, and BrahMos missile is a cruise missile. Nothing but it is guided throughout this trajectory and can hit the target with precision. With precision, we can hit the target. So it's not following any parabolic path. BrahMos missile can go and can hit you where are you actually present. Okay, so you can see that the BrahMos deal with Indonesia marks a major expansion between the two countries since March 2026. Okay, single system agreement we are having. Indonesia become the second foreign buyer after the Philippines. The phase slowly acquisition is going to happen, and that is how the gradual capability being built up in Indonesia also. BrahMos is a joint DRDO, Brahmaputra and Moskva. This represent Brahmaputra represent India. Moskva is a river in Russia. Both of them together worked on this particular BrahMos, and we got a cruise missile which was developed in the year 1998. Okay, available in shore base and also mobile variant. Shore base is nothing but you can land from anywhere. Okay, any place where you can put the system, you can land, and also mobile, you can also put it on truck. Okay, which can move and also can shoot the targets. So very good, highly high-tech missile that we have developed. Okay, so we are also going to talk about coastal and mobile launched surveillance radar includes Indonesia second foreign buyer of BrahMos after Philippines, which have done the acquisition in the year 2022. Phased acquisition, slowly, that particular acquiring will happen with regard to the BrahMos by the Indonesia, and gradual capability we are going to build in Indonesia with regard to what missile making. It's a joint DRDO supersonic cruise missile. The missile which has a speed more than the speed of sound. They are called as what supersonic, hypersonic. Remember this point here. If the speed of the sound 330 meters per second, if the missile is having the speed exactly equal to the sound speed, then it is called as sonic. Anything more than that is what supersonic. Then we also have what hypersonic. The more the fastest it moves, the more less time will have to the enemy to respond to it. Right or wrong? Absolutely right. So let us go ahead and see what else we are having. India's, you can say that this particular bilateral accord we are having. Philippines BrahMos deal already took place. $375 million we have got. Okay, in 2022 with Philippines. India's BrahMos export deliveries commenced in 2024 onwards, making a landmark. So I'll just try to zoom it for you guys. Okay, you can see here. Okay, this beautiful looking picture we are having here. Philippines BrahMos deal is there. $375 million we have got, and we have signed it in 2022. Okay, and India's first BrahMos export 2024 we have already started, marking a landmark defense diplomacy and export capability. Emerging buyers, you can say, Vietnam and Indonesia have done it. Vietnam and Indonesia have already expressed that they want to buy BrahMos, and they are the emerging BrahMos buyers also, reflecting growing demand for India's supersonic cruise missile system across South Asia and Indo-Pacific regions. Remember this point. Growing defense industrial base, BrahMos export symbolizes that India is maturing with regard to defense industrial base, combining DRDO experience with India-Russia joint development under the Make in India development program with regard to defense manufacturing push. Defense exports and strategic autonomy. With the help of defense exports serves as a strategic foreign policy pillar. If did Indonesia go against that, will not supply the missile. So every country want the safety and security of the nations, should want to build some arms that they can deter any of the unnecessary aggression from any country. For that purpose, okay, India is supplying something which is very high tech missile. It's not a small thing. So no country can go, especially the South Asian poor nations cannot go against India, and that will also help to deepen a bit bilateral ties, reinforcing the India's strategic autonomy that we are selling to the Indonesia. No one can stop it. That is the autonomy we are having. Okay. Now let us go ahead and see India. This is also very important, my dear students. This is the analysis that I was talking about, that Act East Asia policy through defense ties. So when you're writing the Act Asia policy, make sure that you also put up what? Defense. Okay, so here you talk about this particular India and defense deal, and also tells about Philippines. So Act East Asia policy means what actually we are giving to the East Asian nations, okay, with the help of which they becomes powerful, with the help of it they become secure with regard to food, etc., so and so forth, technology, expertise, skill development. So if that kind of exports we are doing, so they will be dependent upon us, and deepening ties will be there, right? So that is one of the important aspect about Act Asia policy. We are defense ties. BrahMos deals operationalizes India's Act East policy, deepening defense industrial linkage with the ASEAN partner, and signaling a very strong commitment to Southeast Asia. India is showing to the world that no, we don't follow the northern hemisphere countries which are very developed. We wanted to make sure that we are the leader of. Remember this point, all the UPSC, PSIR mains writing students, you can join my classes, mentorship and test series, or you can join my test series mentorship. I'll make sure that you are writing, you are doing rigorous answer writing practice, and I'll make sure that okay, you write the introduction in front of me, you write the answers in front of me on a live class. That is I want to promote, and that is how you are going to learn also. Okay, fine. Indo-Pacific architecture also we are having China balance by, like, if your neighbor is very annoyed with you, or pissed off with you, or angry on you, so let us make neighbors, let us make friendship with all the neighbors in the colony. Then he will be containing his power or not. Yes, he will not be yielding much muscles, because we are having friends, the opposite neighbor, his neighbor, that neighbor, this neighbor. So in the locality we are having good neighbors. So when we are having good friends across this enemy, then the enemy will always be in what? Contention. Okay, right? right? Okay, that's what we are going to do. Strengthening India's Indonesia defense ties contribute to a multipolar Indo-Pacific, and also these nations need not to depend upon China always. Please give us missiles, etc. We are also giving, so China will also feel that okay, oh my God, this is also an emerging player. So that's how it has to be perceived. Defense diplomacy as a foreign policy tool that we have been doing. Arms export enhance India's strategic footprint, built bilateral goodwill, and project credibility as a reliable defense partner. A key pillar of India's contemporary foreign policy that we want to export defense products, so that in order to make sure that the countries which are taking the defense products from us also have very soft corner with us whenever we are struggling in international current affairs. Strategic autonomy and Make in India. BrahMos exports exemplify and tells to the world and send a message and communicate to the world that okay, India's Make in India defense push is working, reinforcing strategy autonomy by reducing imports dependence. We are exporting missiles, means in future we will also reduce the consumption from other countries because we are getting expertise slowly over in this particular field. So India is going to be a very credible global defense exporter in future. Strategic analysis, if you see, these analytical angles are critical, very important for the UPSC. So you have tried that India's defense diplomacy with Indonesia reflects a multi-dimensional foreign policy, integrating Act East Asia policy, Indo-Pacific strategy, strategic autonomy, and Make in India, offering rich material for the both theoretical and applied PSIR questions. Okay, so make sure that whenever you get a theory questions, whenever you get a question, okay, with regard to what PSIR, these important areas you have to definitely mention. I hope this is clear to you. Okay, this part after writing this, why I am writing means whenever I give the notes, okay, so you people have to understand that this is how it has to be perceived. I am always giving you like that. Okay, cultural diplomacy and soft power. Soft power is a power which actually you don't use any kind of military or you don't use any kind of ammunition here. You are not going to invade anything. Soft power is basically done with regard to economic superpower, economic power as technological power as geopolitical influence. These are the three important aspects with regard to what soft power. PM Modi visit extended beyond strategic defense size and to embrace what cultural diplomacy also. He interacted with Indians in Jakarta. Obviously, we don't know that they are Indians or not. Why? Because passport does not actually signify that you are Indian or not. Reinforcing people-to-people bonds. His landmark moment was his visit to Prambanan Temple, UNESCO World Heritage Site, symbolizing shared Hindu-Buddhist civilizational heritage. These gestures amplify and increase India's soft power, complementing hard security partnerships and deepening bilateral goodwill with Indonesia. So we are actually bypassing or navigating the hard diplomacy security partnership with a very soft one by also including we are going for defense. हम war के बारे में बात करना चाह रहे हैं, ammunitions के बारे में बात करने जा रहे हैं और वहां जाके हम प्यार मोहब्बत की भी बात कर रहे हैं. So we are just not on the line on the road of only hard diplomacy. We know how to balance both hard and soft, and this particular visit to of Prime Minister Modi ji to this temple, Prambanan temple, is one of the important shadow of the diplomacy that we are going. Geopolitical implications, if you see, India is strengthening strategic ties in South Asia. Okay, amid China's regional assertiveness is very regionally, China feels that they are the ones, they are the one, but India is strengthening that no, we are catching you up, don't need to worry. Enhancing maritime security because Indonesia is an island and we share the same Pacific and the Indian Ocean, so we got good friends over there. So obviously maritime security cooperation can become easy across Indo-Pacific sea lanes. Build resilient supply chain to counterbalance geopolitical risks which we have been experiencing since the broke out of Israel and Iran war along with USA. Growing India's role as a defense exporter and regional security partner, countering China's influence. We are countering with the help of what defense diplomacy and Act East Asia policy, reinforcing Asia's centered Indo-Pacific multilateral architecture. Indo-Pacific multilateral architecture that we are in Indo-Pacific also. We don't have to be forming a bloc or something like that. We are multilaterally engaging with many countries. That is our architecture of performance with regard to what a Southeast Asian nations. So this is the conclusion that you have to put in your examination. Okay, Indonesia's visit underscores India is very proactive with regard to Act East Asia policy, leveraging defense diplomacy to deepen, strengthen strengthening strategic ties with a key ASEAN partner. The BrahMos missile deal marks India's emergence as a significant defense exporter, reinforcing strategic autonomy that we are having. We don't bow down to any other country. We are strategic. What we want to do in the self-interest of the nation, we'll do irrespective of any country, bark or do whatever they want to do, and make it India initiative in the defense production as a central pillars of foreign policy. A very good, very sophisticated, professional conclusion we are having. If you're writing 70% of this is also your job is done, because it sounds that you are well aware of this particular topic. That is more important for the examiner. I hope this is all clear to you. Do join the classes, test series and mentorship in Sosin IS Academy. Okay, very premier institution in Ashok Nagar, Hyderabad, Telangana. Okay, and you are having the numbers given here. You can directly call to me from the institute. I will directly have a conversation with you. Let us go for orientation. Let us discuss your strategy and make sure that 2026 mains on 2027 mains you are very well thorough before even thinking anything about what optional. I'll take care of each and every aspect of it. I hope this is all clear to you. Have a nice day. Bye bye. Take care.